Good afternoon, welcome back to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, my name is Reese Piece from KFC or Wookie XXL, and in today's review I'm having a look at the new GT-80. Now I did test the GT64 before and confirmed that it worked on PS4 and PS4 Pro. And this is PS4 compatible as well, quite similar to the GT64 in a lot of ways with a couple of upgrades. But I have now been able to test it on PS5 and it is compatible with the PS5, I can say that without a shadow of a doubt. My good friend Sean, pictured here, has a PS5, he is a PS boy, and he did manage to get himself a PS5 off of Take-A-Lot on launch day, can you believe it? So with him being the only person I know that actually owns a PS5, I did go and abuse his homestead for a moment and try out the controller, and it worked absolutely flawlessly, exactly the same as it would work on PS4. Connect it up, sync it with the console, and you're A for a win. Now, as I said, there are a couple of extra features and add-ons. They do provide a micro USB cable as they did with the GT64 before. The packaging over here to my right, and then this is the controller over here. Interesting texturing on the side pieces. It's like if plastic met leather. It's the textured vibe isn't unwelcome though. It's actually quite nice. And then this black brushed plastic that it's got here, like almost like a sandblasted job. It does pick up fingerprints a little bit easier, but it's really not the end of the world and pretty easy to clean. Just a normal microfiber cloth, maybe with a little bit of a foam cleaner. I'm becoming a huge fan of foam cleaners. They actually work really, really well. And well, then you'll be pretty cleaned up. Now, what you may have noticed on the bottom over here are the 4 extra buttons, or what they were calling the function buttons. And to set these up, you literally hold in the share button and the button, and you'll see it start flashing a little bit quicker like that. And then you can record your key presses that you want to put into there. I think 2 is the maximum. And then once it stops flashing, then it's done recording, and then that is programmed. If it doesn't stop flashing, or if you want to clear the function from the button, then you just hold in share and that button, and you'll notice it goes through the full cycle. So it's going to start flashing any second now.
12 seconds later.
I think it turned itself off as I was waiting for a connection. But hold in share, hold in the button, then it will start flashing, and then if you keep holding it in, it'll go back to normal. And then it's cleared the function on that button once it's done that. Easy as that. And you can have 4 extra settings on here. The triggers on this device are actually pretty good, a little bit better than the 64 was. As I'll show you with the desktop image now of me with the USB game controller, you can see as I depress it in and on the other side as well, both triggers actually have some travel in them. And it's not that short either. It's pretty decent, like how far it goes down. It does come back more forward than the spring pushes it out, which is a bit interesting, but not the end of the world. The analogs are decently sensitive as well. They're not, once again, not the best you're going to find ever. The button in the middle here does work as well, which would have this normal touch area on the PS4. The other one was touch. We weren't able to test anything on the PS5 that was using the touch. I think it would be safe to say that it doesn't work better than saying that it probably will, right? As I said, default PS layout, it's pretty comfortable. The controller sits nicely in the hand. They've got a slightly unique kind of shape, but it feels very familiar and very, very comfortable, all things considered. Gameplay wise, I was more than happy with how it worked. I played some dirt to test the analog out and the trigger to check how, like, if I could get acceleration correct with that. Everything worked pretty seamlessly. And then similarly with Tekken to test out the D-pad, played a couple of games with the law, man, and easy sailing right through to the end, didn't lose a single round, so easy enough, right? All in all, 450 bucks, it's a pretty good deal. I think a normal PS controller is like 1,500 to 2,000 rand for a PS5 controller. If you want something that's cheap and you could break, perhaps, then this would be maybe a good option for that. Maybe for someone younger who's learning about controllers and consoles, you could buy 4 of these for one PS5 controller effectively, and if it broke, then you're not exactly going to be upset, are you? The quality is good enough that I wouldn't feel bad being handed this and being expected to play on this. You know, you always go to your mate's house and there's that one like see-through controller that's absolutely horrible. This is not going to be that controller. This is more than capable. I'm quite happy with it, all things considered. I actually want to get a Bluetooth 4.0 connection and see if I can't get this to work on the PC wirelessly as well, because you have to use the micro USB. At least it's micro USB, so there are dime a dozen. The one that it comes with is basically for just charging off of the console, unless you're happy being like right on top of your PC or you have the USB hub, then you wouldn't mind that. But micro USB, once again, you can easily get a 1.8 meter from the flea market or wherever, pretty much these days. Anyway, without waffling on any further, that has been the Marvo GT-80 PS5 compatible. Can you dig it? 450 bucks. I think it's pretty cool that it's 450 bucks. Until next time though, please do leave a like and subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I will see you on the flip side.
Over bumps, 150, turn over hairpin right, don't cut. And right 5. We've got rear right puncture, left 5, left 6, and left 4 long, 80, post outside. Left 3 long, keep in, 300, left 6 over crest, in 150. Left 4 long, keep in, don't cut, 250, 200 over bumps. Right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, 100, right 6, and left 5, 43.
Round 1, fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.